on the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage, and this defense gets off to a good start.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The returner will field it and bring it back. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll run it. Uh-oh, look out. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting loud.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll go play action with Moore. Way off target there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Dante Moore. They're all over it. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Left side is Hooks. Oh, he's got some space. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide left, it's Edwards. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Edwards. Stopped right there.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Selling the fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds the tight end. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Trying to take it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Johnson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Moore. Got a man. It's Hooks. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Davison. There he goes. He's past the marker. He's at the top. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. The 50. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Spartans just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Slips through the line. And there he goes. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. From the gun. In the backfield, it's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Rush right in his face, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Making his first move. Makes a move. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Sees an alley. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Rides the option, he keeps it. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing more. Here comes the Heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
He's looking deep. It's caught. Off and running. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Out wide right, it's Edwards. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14. Ready, go.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Spartans are facing 3rd and inches. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Davison. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Oh, he's looking to throw. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. He's loose down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go. And 2nd and long.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air, it's Fancher. Throws for the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Left side is Edwards. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Moore with the play fake. Looking deep. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dante Moore. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 45. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Buffalo taking on the Sacramento State Hornets. And it's the Bulls coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30.
And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Got room at the 35. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's got enough. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Tough run here. It's Hill. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Moore from the gun trying to convert 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Hooks. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the #1 thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Look out! And it's a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
From the gun, it's Edwards. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Just plowing ahead. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to surge it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Great. So it's all. Ready. Blue 30. Jet. Ready, go.
Sells the run, looking to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Left side is Edwards. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th.
Go!
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Break. Let's go. Ready. All right, Jet. 180, go.
Keeps it moving. It's Edwards. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll go to the counter. Good, strong tackle.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Oh, he's got some space. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Now on the counter. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
On the ground, it's Davison. Taken down. Third and long right here. Moore. Flips it out in the flat. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Field goal is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Wants to go up top on second down. And it's picked off for the third time today. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Takes a handoff. It's Davison. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the direct snap, it's Davison. There he goes. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Swats it away.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his third sack of the game.
And the Spartans send out the punt unit. 3 and... Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. And